So because I wanted a spinner, and some time ago I was looking at this channel of Jonesey Makes, and he was making a spin in an indexer somehow. So okay, there was an indexer for a lathe, and this was looking like you see here. It was looking very interesting. So I was thinking of making it, and then just instead of making it out of 3D printing to make it more usable, I make it of aluminium. So I went to Patreon and I downloaded his model, and then I was downloading, and then I put it into Fusion, and I was going to change this whole project just to make it fit mine, so it likes lightweight, usable, and for me also accessible, and to be not too expensive. So here you see his channel a bit more. So he has a lot of interesting videos, or some interesting videos at least. And here you see him making this indexing plate.
I do it very much like this hand wheel.
So here you
I don't have a
see
solution
his
for inscribing
video.
those graduations, so today's video is all about designing and building from the
Made,
360
and then
divisions for obvious
out of
reasons. Now, to get
plastic,
through
3D printing with some different parts, as he shows you in this video, and he's also using Fusion. So that for me is very practical, and luckily he shares this files, so I can just change it to me. And of course it's also a personal project for me, so it's not that I was going to sell it or even share my designs in this case, because it's not my own design, it's of him, and maybe later we can talk about how you can get it if you really want it, but then of course I have to collaborate with him somehow, because it's his main idea and main design is coming from him. So I have opened his design or imported in my Fusion, and you see how he made it with all these different parts. You see here he started with the spindle, and of course his spindle is not the size of my lathe because it's just bigger. So I will have to change all that. The standoff and all the other parts are of course also not the same, so I will have to make some changes. So this is his size spindle and his size for the standoff, which is using for attaching the whole plate on the machine. So I will turn them all on, all the bodies, and you will see that it is just how we designed and made it. I say it's a nice job he did, and here you see the main plate starting to come with all the little holes, the special holes. I made some changes already, and one is that I am going to use a bigger aluminium plate than in his original design, and also I'm going to make a groove inside it. So part of it is still his design, and I will also have to make it a bit smaller on the end to make sure that it will fit on my lathe. And I can still machine it well, because I will make it from aluminium plate that's 20 millimeters thick, and then I will have to just saw it first, and then first I have to make the plate, of course, aluminium plate, into a big size. Then I have to later change it all into thinner. Here you see his whole way of designing and making the whole tool work. This is mostly his job, of course. His workings, how do we call it in English? So he made parts, and then he has to automatically has had an array, and then of course he deleted the rest of the delay of the array of this subplate. And you see also how it's made with the mandrel and how it's fitting it all together, which would be pretty unpractical for my system. And then here you see that he has this small plate on top, which is of course also not what I want to make or can make, because it will not function that way. And you see here all the sizes he is using. So it's neat projects. And at the end I will make some small changes. Let's see if I can show it. Here's the index plate with the figure, and here you got what I made as a groove in it, because I want to be able to have this also working to run it on the mill, to make the mill go slow, or the lathe that is now going to be used as a mill, to make it go slower on the same motor, so it has a stronger effect. The other big change I want or need to make is this assembly, to put it on side of the lathe or on the spindle, because I don't have a working indexer yet, and also I don't have the machine tools to machine this whole system of fixture plates. But since I have been having a little bicycle shop, I have the possibilities to use parts that were used in bikes to get something like a steering wheel inside fixed rail. So I will use parts of that system, and that's also smaller, so that's only 20 millimeters. What I will use instead of the 30 something millimeters he is using in his lathe, and then also I will use that to attach it all instead of this whole system. This is of course nicer, but I will not be able to machine it myself. And also I will use a different plate here, so I have to change quite a lot of the whole plans. I will try to guide you through this in these video's.
Voor meer video's over 3D printen en de gerelateerde onderwerpen zoals het slijpen, milling, alle CNC en dergelijke, ga naar www.patreon.com/elvinhaak. En hier zijn meer van mijn video's te vinden dan op YouTube, minder beperkingen en vaak ook maanden eerder ter beschikking voor de wat langere series. Ook zijn hier diverse gerelateerde downloads beschikbaar die bij de video's horen. Je kan ook kijken op Facebook, 3D Printer Beginners Nederland, Nix Reality wel aan het Octoprint, etc. Dat is een aparte pagina. Mijn homepage is www.elfiets.nl/3dprint, YouTube @el3dprint. En als je deze video's interessant en of leuk vindt, klik je op het duimpje en abonneer je of volg om op de hoogte gehouden te worden. Je kan altijd nog vragen stellen via de Facebookpagina of dus aan de onderkant van deze video's. Tot de volgende video.